Show. Powered by Pochology Academy, Creative Voices Productions, and the Microphone Club.
A blessed Sunday, everyone! Welcome to 2 hours of inspiration, motivation, involvement, and empowerment. Only here at the Microphone Club Radio Show. Brought to you by the Microphone Club, Pochology Academy, and Creative Voices Productions. On behalf of our founder and producer, the only one and only, the voice master of the Philippines, Pocholo de Leon Gonzalez, I am your host today, Christoph Contreras, and with me, ito yung isa mga inspirasyon ko, yung one of the people that that makes me believe in the advocacy of the Microphone Club. No?
Thank you.
Kasi yung generosity, and we will get to know more about that. And yes, kindly introduce yourself.
So good morning, Christoph. My name is Anna David. Good morning, and we have our guests with us. We're so excited. Maybe you can introduce yourselves.
My name is Marco.
My name is Gemma Ilum.
Hi, my name is JM Jasmine.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, we have these distinguished guests today. I know we all have your busy schedules, and we are glad that you were able to join us today. Well, so for those who are watching right now and listening, ano nga ba si Microphone Club Show? So it is where we discuss the most interesting topics from the top of our heads to the tip of your tongue.
Yes. So for today, what's our topic, Christoph?
Yeah, so today we have invited these guests for those who have attended the workshop or the hosting workshop with the Microphone Club. So ngayon malalaman natin ano ba yung mga nag-experience sila prior and after attending the workshop, right?
Yeah, so I think it's important to let everyone know what the Microphone Club is. For those just tuning in, although we've been on air weekly, but for those who are just tuning in today, the Microphone Club is actually an organization of events hosts, voice artists, voice talents, and anyone interested or professionally making a living through their voice using the microphone
as their tool.
Yes, and I think most of us in the club got into this via the Fundamentals of Hosting workshop, which is, and today we'd like to share our experiences in different stages because we've had several batches, so different perspectives on how that has helped you in your day job, if you have a day job, or in hosting itself.
Yeah, speaking of day job, no, since nagpakilala na yung mga guests natin, let's start with Mark. Are you fully...
do you have a day job?
Yeah, do you have a day job or a full-time host?
Well, actually, I'm a full-time host because I don't have a job yet. I'm currently studying in De La Salle University. Right?
So he's a full-time student and a full-time host.
Oh, pwede, no?
And I think it's worth mentioning that Mark...
Half-time student.
Half-time student. Oh.
Okay.
Atenista ako, Mark, ha? Yeah. So anyway, it's worth mentioning that I think of all the members of the newbies, Mark does the most number of gigs in a week compared to anyone else. Saludo kami sa'yo, Mark.
I think it's because I have the most free time.
Yeah.
That's why.
And it's a lesson for young people, right? I mean, really make productive use of your time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And 'di ba, yung tipong hindi excuse na student lang ako. So dito po sa the Microphone Club or being a host, you don't have a limit on what age you can start or what age are you gonna be a host, no? So si Mark yung living testament for that, no?
Remember, Jem, in our first workshop, we had a classmate. He was
very young. I think around 14 or 15.
Yeah, and Jem, remember you're from batch. Maybe you can share. You're from.
Yeah, I'm from batch 3.
Okay, and you also had a young person with.
We have 2 young people from the batch, and it's quite interesting that at a young age, they're already starting to know more about hosting. So they're really making use of their time even at a young age.
Yeah. Pero doon sa mga kaedaran natin, it's never too late.
Oh, I love to be kaedaran mo, Christoph.
True.
It's never too late. Ako, na-discover ka lang din yung hosting recently, like 2 or 3 years ago.
So how did you discover hosting? Maybe you want to share.
From our company, no, I was
Forced?
Parang I was invited to host one of the programs. Actually, nung time na yun, small lang parang may aalis na.
Like a despedida.
Despedida.
Yeah.
So, I was new to the company and I was invited, can you host that? Yeah, sure. Since I was a trainer. And, ayun, doon nagsimula. Tapos, every now and then, i-invite na nila ako ito. Hanggang sa I was able to host one of the biggest events ng company, yung summer outing, where we had 3,000 attendees. So, I think that was my biggest break with hosting. And then doon na, nagsimula na practice na yung sa hosting.
So I think they saw potential in you, not just dahil nagtitipid sila, internal talent, but I think they probably saw some potential in you, right? Yeah, like JM, how did you get started, or what's your day job, and how did you get started in hosting?
Oh yes, well, my day job, I'm actually a trainer. I'm a language trainer and a product trainer as well in a BPO. Then you can never imagine that I will be in the hosting world. It's because of I have a degree in nursing, but I'm also a licensed nurse, but I use that only as a valid ID.
No, but
yeah,
you don't
so it's
know.
not a valid ID.
Yeah, but there's a lot of subliminal knowledge that you can
Yes,
use.
well, that is true. And the discipline. It all started from when I studied nursing. So going back to your question, like how did I start hosting? So oh my goodness, it's like a decade ago. So a decade ago, like 10 days ago. So I was part of this group in ABS. So I was a dancer. So it was MTB dancer. And then I only stayed there like probably like 3 months. And then I went back to college. And I never stopped dancing. So I was.
Sample.
Oh my goodness! Well, that I can do.
Wow, that's one thing I cannot do. I cannot dance to save my life.
Sample ng sayaw sa radyo.
Oh my goodness!
Well, too bad for those who are listening through the radio, but for those who are watching the Facebook Live, mamaya siguro pwede natin pagsama rin si Jay.
I'll think about that. I always tell them, because it has been a running joke, that you may want to love me dance, but you will never want to hear me sing.
Self-awareness.
Sample.
Yes, that's
You
true.
know, in any profession, self-awareness is very, very important, di ba?
Kilala mo yung sarili
Yes.
And
mo.
lakas loob.
That's right.
Lakas loob.
Yeah. So when I was dancing, and then we were invited in a mall, and a supplier, so they were the one who's supporting, or probably sila yung nagbibigay ng services sa mall. And then someone asked me like, hey, do you host events and all? Probably it's because the way I speak. And then I said, I'm hosting private or personal events for my family, just like everyone else. I started that way. And then she said, okay, so you want to try it out? We'll having an event. It's a fashion show. Can you imagine? I started with a fashion show, and I'm totally clueless if what's happening there. So I started like Saturdays way back 2009 with a fashion show, and then after that, fortunately, they invited me, and then until now, I'm still hosting for that mall.
Great.
Wow.
Great.
Pero kung maririnig nyo, no, sa yung boses ni JM, no, ang ganda parang pang DJ, no, pag yung sa FM, no.
Ganda
yeah.
ng registro sa radyo, yeah.
Yeah, register. There you
Register,
go.
yeah.
Register sa...
So how
Parang
about-
Amerikana eh, no?
Yeah.
Frustrated radio DJ.
May accent.
Well, now you're legitimate. You're on the radio.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Woo!
Yeah. So this is one of the benefits of being a member. You get this sort of experience because you wouldn't get it on
Anywhere
any other
else,
way.
yeah.
Yeah. So we'd like to thank the producer Pocholo
Pocholo
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Sir Choi, we'd like to
Thank you so much.
Good morning po every
Morning po,
Sunday.
Sir
Good morning, Sir Choi. I'm
Nabating.
excited because they will be having the voice workshop, and I'm actually planning to join.
Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
great. And I think we'd also like to greet the Voice Masters Queen, Mrs. Marilyn Zaraspe Gonzalez. A very happy birthday from
Birthday.
your Microphone Club
Happy
family.
birthday.
Happy
birthday.
birthday!
All
Happy
right.
birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Okay. So how about Jem? Maybe we can hear from Jem.
Yeah, how about Jem? How did you start hosting?
Isa pang trainer to.
Well, I work kasi as a corporate trainer by profession for a retail industry. So we do customer service training, retail skills program for different employees that we have. But I really started hosting when I was back in college kasi I finished a development communications degree, major in journalism. But since I really love talking and they see me as an energetic person, family and friends would get me na parang, Jem, you host our event kasi kaibigan ka namin kamag-anak ka namin, di ba? And then they would get me for small time events lang. And then eventually I found the passion of it. I do it on the side and then it eventually led me to my career right now as a trainer. So it's more of me really having the passion to speak talaga. Kaya that's why I do hosting
Yeah, so
on the
it's
side
one thing
also.
to have your passion, and then you have to be aware of it, develop it, and have the confidence to take it forward.
Oo.
Yeah.
Right, which is what things like, or you also need to know some technical skills, which is why we would sign
Yeah.
up for the workshop that we did, right?
So, may benefit talaga yung mga nalilista nung elementary na
Maingay. Yes, yes.
Tayo yun.
Oo.
Tayo po yun. Kami po yun.
Pasensya na po,
Yung
kami po
mahilig
yun.
tumayo at mahilig magsalita.
So lahat po sa mga teacher namin ng elementary, nandito po kami.
Oo.
Thank you po.
Pinakikinabangan po namin yung aming pagiging noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ano, parang medyo KSP, pero slight lang.
Like that. But,
Mga 20%.
but Mark, I'm curious about, because you strike me as quite a soft-spoken kind of a guy. So we all know that you sing, right? So would you say that you're really a singer first and then a host?
Well, actually, before, I thought that I was a singer first. Kasi I started off as a wedding singer. Then when I watched the host, I was like, parang kaya ko yan. So sinabukan ko. Tapos hindi ko pala siya kaya. Kasi mahirap pala siya. Like nung first few times. But then like afterwards, I started to enjoy it. And I realized that I felt like hosting is actually more for me. Because you're more into the program talaga. And you're more involved in what's happening. Especially pag sa weddings ganon. So you feel like you're more of a part of what's happening talaga. Instead of pagkakanta ka lang, parang medyo background music ka lang talaga.
Yeah. Because they're eating or they're, diba? When the host says something, everyone looks at you. Right? Pag sinabi, tatalon silang lahat Diba?
Palakpak
Yeah.
The event.
But at what point, where did your attending the fundamentals of hosting workshop come into that transition from wedding singer to wedding singer / host to host / wedding singer?
Well, actually, since I realized that parang medyo kulang pa yung sa hosting ko Kasi syempre, I feel like the first step is actually self-realization that
Yeah.
meron tayong kulang sa sarili natin. And then I realized that at some point. And I actually met one of TMC's core members, Mike Acuna, in one of my events. He was the voiceover, tapos ako yung kumakanta.
Okay.
Tapos parang sobrang na-impress ako sa kanya sa pagka-voice over niya and dun sa pagkadala niya ng program. So I was like, damn, this guy's pretty impressive. So I approached him and then he actually invited me to one of his events, like one of his wedding events, and he put me under his wing for free. As in, he didn't charge me anything. Like he really took me as an apprentice for free. So Mike, thank you so much.
Tulog
can we
pa
give
yata
a slow
siya,
clap
kaya-
for Mike?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah, so I think that's another. I know I keep on saying, but really being part of the microphone club is a really wonderful experience because it's because of the mix of experience. I mean, not just on how long you've been hosting, but whatever other experience you have in life. For example, me, I'm a corporate person through and through. So whatever I can contribute as from my experience, I bring into hosting or even personal lives. I also have adopted some mentees from among the younger members, career-wise, not related to hosting. So we have the more experienced guys who have taken that up as being a mentor.
Ma'am Ana,
Yeah.
after I graduate, pwede po ba makahingin na trabaho sa inyo?
Magalang.
Hindi ka magkakaproblema magtatrabaho.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Lumipat.
Yeah. Yun yung sinasabi ko kanina at the beginning of the show na I was really thankful. And Anna is one of the people who inspired me well when I became part of the microphone club. Kasi in this club, dito ko nakita yung people who have the same passion as mine. At the same time, they're generous enough.
Yeah.
They're really genuinely generous to share with you ganito yung mga na-experience ko dati and maybe you wanna try it. Yung tipong halimbawa may may sale. May sale, no? Tapos papa-voice over ka, tatry mo yung voice over.
Yes.
Yung tipong, sige lang, try mo lang. No? So you'll get to feel how we do that. And then para pagka ikaw na yung sasalang, di ba? Mas sanay ka na. So these people, yung mga nakilala ko, sila Mox, sila Miss Beth, Anna, Tony, they're all, sila Mike, they're all generous to share their skills, their talents, and yung time nila.
Yeah.
Minsan, they will offer, sino yung may gig, pwede yung mag-sit in, tas coaching kung gusto nyo.
Yeah.
I think Jem can share something because Jem, you also look up to our boss.
Yeah,
Mox.
boss talaga. Yeah, our
boss.
big boss Mox. Yeah.
Hi,
He's my
Mox.
coach. Hi Mox. Yeah, thank you for all the learnings that
So we're
he
talking about
shared.
Mox De Vera, who's one of our senior Corcom, not senior by age, but with the Microphone Club. So Jem, maybe you can share how Mox has helped you in your hosting.
Yeah, actually, I have to agree with what Christoph has also said. Kasi dito sa Microphone Club, I really appreciate the value of and the culture of learning and sharing. Kasi when I attended the Fundamentals of Hosting workshop, I was thinking, shucks, grabe, ang experience nitong mga taong to. I mean, they're of high caliber. And then me, I was really like starting it professionally pa lang at that time. But then when I met Mox and then sabi niya na, yeah, you can tag along with me sa mga gigs ko. You just have to ask. So parang I was like a student na parang, shucks, here is a person who is very generous enough to share what he knows from the industry. He's not afraid to share it, and he's not afraid to teach the person really to help him improve and grow in his craft. So ang laki talaga nung naitulong sa akin ni Mox in terms of my hosting. Kasi when I observe him in weddings, he's hosting for the wedding, but on the side while we are eating or while he's preparing, he's also teaching me na, Jem, etong gagawin mo, Jem, when you talk to this kind of people, ganitong gagawin mo. So it's really a hands-on coaching that you really learn a lot. And then I'm really thankful for that kasi you get to apply it once you go naman on your next step, on your next hosting gig. That's why I was really appreciative of it kasi nung sa the next debut hosting ko, doon ko talaga na-apply yung mga naturo sa akin ni Mox and also in the workshop.
And I think it's not just about how to host the program, but there are other aspects also that we try to develop in our members. So I think
so we will have more of those. No, yung mga stories natin, we will have more of those after our break. So please stick around. We'll be right back.
Ito ang DZRJ 8:10 AM. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
So to become an Avenger, are there like trials?
Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
What's up, guys? None of this would have happened if you would just listen to me.
Don't mess with me, because I will kill everybody you love.
That guy is still out there. I just got to do this on my own.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Uy, si Miss. Unang tingin pa lang, puti na. Kinis pa.
Nag-Myra Vita White Hand and Body Lotion kasi. May vitamin E beads and natural plant extracts that help nourish skin deep inside for a healthy white glow. Puti at kinis, hanggang malapitan.
Yala na.
Healthy white glow sa Myra Vita White Lotion. Yan ang alagang holistic by Myra. Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
Deliver. Stand out and be the best with 8Try Media Pro Incorporated. Your way to infinite possibilities.
Direction. Get a good dose of all that every Saturday morning. Beaming live from A-Tri Media Center. This is the program for every dreamer who wants their voice to be heard. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Be informed. Be inspired. Be involved. And be empowered. Every Saturday, 10 to 11 in the morning. Only at A-Tri TV, A-Tri Media. The Microphone Club Radio Show. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Powered by Pochology Academy, Creative Voices Productions, and the Microphone Club.
And we're back. Thank you very much. So, yes, before we move on, so we will talk about, again, we are here at the Microphone Club show, where we are streaming every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon and airing live from A-Tri Media Center, DZRJ 810 AM radio. Our text line is 0939-914-3988. Again, that's 0939-914-3988. And our hotline, 412-0288 and 997-7589. We are live over DZRJ 810 AM. And maaari niyo po kami mapanood via online streaming. Pumunta lamang sa aming website, Facebook page at YouTube channel. So our website is www.atrimedia.com and our Facebook page is facebook.com//8trimedia. You can follow us on Twitter at A-Tri-Media and follow us on Instagram at
A-Tri-Media. Yeah.
And our YouTube channel is again
A-Tri-Media.
And Anna, kanina nabanggit natin yung one of the people, one of the group who make this possible.
Yeah, so we'd like to acknowledge Creative Voices Productions. Creative Voices Productions is the leading voiceover services company in the Philippines. We have produced thousands of voiceovers for commercials, dubbed anime and telenovela, video games, audiobooks, video presentations, and many more. It is the home of the first and only voice acting school in the country, the Philippine Center for Voice Acting, which has produced over 1,000 graduates since 2005. We can claim that 90% of the voice artists, hosts, broadcasters, and voiceovers in the Philippines are graduates of this school. And also, we'd like to thank Pochology Academy, which is a training organization with a mission to inspire, motivate, and empower Filipinos towards greatness, excellence, and success. We offer trainings, workshops, and team-building programs for schools, companies, and all types of organizations to help individuals unlock their potential and become the best version of themselves. So it's worth mentioning that Creative Voices and Pochology Academy were founded by Pocholo the Voice Master Gonzalez, the most recognized voice artist in the Philippines. He's a veteran radio broadcaster, internationally awarded youth advocate, author, as well as a highly sought-after voice director, trainer, and motivational speaker. Sir Choi or Pocholo is also, by the way, a co-founder of the Microphone Club. So, good morning, Sir Choi.
Morning, Sir Choi.
And happy birthday ulit kay Mrs. Gonzalez.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course, please also like us on Facebook, the Microphone Club. That is www.facebook.com/The Microphone Club.
Yeah.
So dun you'll get to know more of the people who are inside the organization.
Yeah.
Yes, and talking about Sir Choi, no, actually gusto kong gayahin yung ginagaya ko lagi yung one of his best dubbing projects, yung sa Bibo Hot Dog.
Bibo Hot Dog.
Yeah.
Sample.
He did a sample nung workshop eh.
Workshop
Oo.
Yes, yung ano yan? Yung
Hindi ko kaya.
Tigman mo!
Magpapadiscover ka na kaya. No? Pwede.
So, yeah, Sir Choi is really inspiring, and yun nga, he is also generous to share his talent and yung passion niya sa ibang mga aspiring, not just hosts, but also DJs or yung mga dubbers, most especially, no, yung mga gustong mag-voice acting. Yan. Sa mga
Actually, parang lahat talaga sila nasa Microphone Club. It's like, it's more of a family than a club.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
Everyone really shares without expecting anything in return.
And that's really something that will strike you as part of this group, right? That everyone is so giving and sharing of what they know, their talents and their time. So, it's
Isa
great.
pa lang po yan sa mga perks or benefits of being a member of the Microphone Club. Mamaya pag-usapan natin, ano pa ba yung pwedeng makuha natin if you become a member of the microphone
Yeah,
club.
because we're hoping if there's anyone tuned in and they do this kind of thing or they're interested in learning more, then they're more than welcome to join. We'll welcome you with open arms.
Yes.
Oh, with matching soundtrack pa ni Mark.
Yeah. And just to add, kasi before, diba, I've been hosting already. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But then I really felt alone. Like, because when you're hosting, most of the time, it's only one host, right? And you feel like, oh my God, I haven't talked to any host, any other host. But then when I joined the microphone club, I was so excited. Like I said, yeah, I'll be part of something. Kumbaga, when I went there, it felt like a family because from the starters, from the newbies, and all the way up there to the most experienced hosts and voice actors, talagang they never fail to share. And before, diba, you have experienced it, and I'm actually planning to observe them while they are hosting because I know that learning should never stop. Because even though you have been doing that, you will always learn something new. And since I'm a mall event host, then I'm not so much exposed with weddings. And with one of those who were part of the workshop, I've been blessed, like Daddy V. Hi, Daddy V.
Yeah. From
Boracay. Yeah.
Kalibo and Boracay.
From Kalibo and Boracay. So he was actually too generous to help me out with the games and all because he's very exposed. That's why the experience, talaga marami silang alam. Games, program, yung mga twists and turns, yung mga workaround. Kaya excited talaga matuto.
Yeah, so let me ask you, JM, for example, we have here a mall show host. You've done mall shows, right? What do you think you would ask a more experienced mall show host?
Mall show host.
How do you sustain the energy level? Kasi grabe na may mga events na pang kids tapos ang kukulit nila. Tapos 5 oras kayo doon.
Can you give an example of a mall show? Ano ba to? Yung
Well, there's a lot, but then yes, that's right. Most of the events there are for kids because of course, kapag bata, wala magagawa yung magulang kundi i-drag yung mga parents like, come on mom, we need to go there. So that's what they do. Well, how do I sustain the energy? Probably I would say it's with your passion. So if kung passionate ka talaga sa ginagawa mo, it comes natural. No, yung parang tipong kapag hi guys, good morning. So, you really need to sustain it from the start to end or else yung mga bata talaga mabubore. So, kailangan, yes.
Medyo animated kayo.
Yes, very animated. So, like for me, I always do that with kids. Like, okay, how are you guys? So, are you guys excited? So, kailangan talaga yung energy mo talagang mataas na mataas. Yeah!
Diba? I mean, it was taught to us in the workshop, right? You have to engage the audience.
Yes.
You're not just you're not just giving a monologue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
You have to connect with the audience.
And like, okay, so how would you, in that situation, have you done a mall show before?
No, not yet. Usually wedding lang tsaka corporate event naman. But with the corporate event, ang ginagawa kasi doon, usually you have to really know what your audience wants to hear. And then also you have to make sure that you have to orchestrate the event well. Kasi kaya ka nga nandun as an MC or as an host The event would not be possible without you. And one thing that's very important that I've learned in the workshop is that the event is not all about you. It's about the whole event. Kasi you're just orchestrating the event Hindi ikaw yung artista doon. Hindi ikaw yung bida. Parang you're just helping and making sure that the event will really go well. And I think as a Mikey, what we call Mikey, the host in the microphone club, it's a rare opportunity that you are really blessed that you have to make sure that you really orchestrate the event well.
I always say it's a vocation and it's a responsibility given to you because you have so much power. With the mic comes responsibility because you can say jump and they're gonna jump or because they believe you. You have to have a certain level of credibility. So we have a mall show host here. We have someone who's done weddings and debuts, corporate events. So how about Mark? You're Mr. Debut, right?
Mr. Debut.
More of debuts and weddings as well.
Debuts and weddings. So how's your experience so far with that?
Actually, pag sa weddings kasi, since 19 na ako, usually, if they don't ask, I won't tell them I'm 19.
Correct, yes.
It kind of lowers down your credibility a bit if they know that you're really young.
It's like, bakit tong pamangkin na? Malay ba to? You're not even old enough to get married.
Tapos meron ako mga yung mga 50th anniversary ganun.
Yes.
Tapos sobrang parang lolo ko na sila.
Yeah.
And then, pag ako nag-host, diba, parang may mga sinasabi ka tungkol sa pag-ibig and then they're like, ano ba alam mo sa pag-ibig, diba? I feel like if they know how old I am, like that's what's on their minds. Ganun. So, medyo challenge din siya konti. Kasi you have to act really mature.
So how else do you handle that?
Well, what I do is I try to visualize myself as an older person.
Starts with the mind.
Yeah, starts with the mind, diba?
But that's not just with hosting. Because I remember early on in my career, in my early 20s, in corporate, I mean, you have to build credibility. Sometimes it comes with age. But then, of course, sadly, as you get older, gusto mo mag-reverse, diba? You just want to...
Ano rin pala, I actually also learn a lot from the other Mikey's sa microphone club.
Yeah, like what?
Like for example, dun sa workshop, ganun. Like what she said, that it's not about you, it's about the event.
Yes.
So for example, pag sa debut, yung bida yung debutant, di naman yung host, diba? Or pag sa bagong kasal, diba? Yung bida talaga yung kasal. So, so parang, I learned that. And also yung mga ibang things about the program. Kasi if you can pull off the program properly, they won't mind if you're young.
Yes.
If it's very smooth. And like what you said about the mall shows, you have to sustain the energy level. Kahit naman sa mga weddings or sa mga debuts, kailangan ganun din eh. Kasi kung nawala yung energy level, lahat sila lalabas, nag-photo booth.
Yes.
So na, parang...
Lalo pagkatapos
yung mga side attraction.
Pagkatapos kumain.
Baka umuwi na
And we're not there as entertainment.
Yes.
I mean, we're there to make sure everything runs smoothly, that everyone, for example, pag nakita kang medyo... So it's trying to facilitate the program.
But I think that's like the problem with events is it does not run smoothly. Like
there will always be
ready with surprise.
That's a very good point, no. For those who are aspiring to be a host, no, hindi lang po siya basta yung nagsasalita ka sa unahan, or you know how to speak well, you have good communication skills. It's not just about that. Meron tayo yung mga pag-manage ng mga challenges with the program. Every now and then may magbabago sa program.
Yes.
So
never siyang parehas eh. Never siyang parehas.
Anong latest challenge mo? When was your last event? Last night, I would assume.
Last night.
Of course. So what was your challenge?
It was a wedding.
Okay.
Tapos late dumating yung couple. So
gutom na sila.
Gutom na sila. Tapos nung mag-start, yung couple gusto nila, imbes na yung entourage yung mauna, gusto na sila mauna. Kasi gusto na parang yung sparklers, di ba, nakaganon. Tapos parang, ay nakaradyo pala, di pala nakita. Basta parang gusto na yung sparklers, parang dun sa pa-entrance nila. Tapos, ayun, so, medyo hesitant ako kasi parang weird eh, di ba? Pag nauna yung couple, tapos tsaka sa sunod yung entourage.
Because it's normally they're the last.
Yes.
Pero at the same time, it's their wedding. So parang what they want to do, and gagawin, like, we're just gonna do what they want to do, diba? So, ayun, ginawa na namin. So, inintrohan na sila. Tapos, nung pagkatawag ko ng couple, yung sparklers, ayaw masindi. Kasi ang lakas ng ulan sa labas, so yung hangin gumaganon. Tapos, so, diba, tinawag ko na and now I present to you ang bagong kasal, Mr. and Mrs. Moral, ganyan. Tapos, walang lumalabas, o di sumilip ako. Tapos, sabi ko agad, one more time, I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Moral. Ganyan. Tapos, wala pa rin. Tapos, pagkasilip ko, sabi ko sa guest, okay, sige, kunwari, first time na lang ulit. Ganun.
Tumawa naman ba sila?
Tumawa naman sila.
Maganda.
Yeah.
Tapos, ayun, nasindihan na. Tapos, napasok na naman. Tapos, after that, everything else went semi-smoothly na.
But I think what's important, the lesson there is, you have to be ready.
Yes.
Right? You have to be ready. And also, it's a very humbling experience to be a host. But you also have credibility because if the client has a certain idea in their minds, assuming you've run and experienced many more programs than them, then you can say, okay, if that's what you want, but let me share with you. This is what might make it better, or because you have that bent. That's why they also get you kasi mas may experience ka naman than them. So, but in the end, after giving all your inputs, sila din ang masusunod.
Actually, that's what I love about the workshop. It really teaches you the proper customer service. Kasi as a host nga, you will not just talk. You have to connect to a lot of people. The clients, the suppliers, the whole event team that is organizing the whole event. Kasi the event would not be possible without also them. You're just a frontliner eh. Kaya ako naman dun sa last debut ko, one of my challenges was the changing of the names of the 18 roses, the 18 candles, candles, and then the relatives would like, naku, wala pa si ganyan, eto na muna yung ganyan. Parang ako, I would not treat them in a way na parang, naku, hindi po pwede kasi eto na, but I really accommodated them kasi that's what I learned in the workshop, na you have to be really very accommodating kasi the industry is very small, lalo na sa ating mga hosts. You have to really build your credibility in such a way that you have to put your best foot forward every time you go on stage or whether you are off stage, and then from there, if you really connect well, not just to your audience but also to your co-suppliers and to your event partners, then they will get you because you are authentically a good person and you have pure intentions of giving them the best customer service. Yun ang isang importante natutunan ko from the workshop.
And I think that's something that someone like you, because you're in customers, you're in training. So those principles are what you actually apply in hosting, right? So
malaking bagay nga yun bilang trainer kasi you know how yung facilitation skills.
Yes,
you already have that.
Yes.
You know how to manage yung maraming tao.
Yes.
Different expectations.
You need to be resourceful, innovative. Kaya para dapat hindi maging boring. And I believe the key is planning. The key is planning, and you need to arrive at the location earlier talaga. Like usually for wedding and debut, talagang maraming changes, especially with the guests kung sino ang mag-a-arrive. So parang like for me, I usually arrive like 2 hours earlier. It's because of I partner with the family and the event planner, because you're part-time host and you're part-time planner. And then I usually ask them like, are there any changes? And then can I at least have an extra names so that I can fill it in. Para kapag hindi, wala sila, meron ako agad na backup. So I ask for like 10 names na pwedeng mag-fill in for each. Like for the 18 roses or the 18 what do you call it, symbols.
Wow,
actually marami kasi mo on the spot no?
Yes.
As in yung parang sumasayaw na sila. Tapos biglang may lalapit sa'yo. Tapos sabihin niya, ay sir, yung ano po pala, si Ana di pala makapunta. Kaya parang biglang, parang medyo matataranta ka na.
Yes,
tapos,
that's right.
So I think that's good na may
that's
extra
really
names.
I'm just curious, how long have you been hosting? You seem very, very experienced and you can anticipate these sort of challenges. Yeah, so how long have you been hosting?
I've started 2009.
Okay.
Most of it are mall events, but then I've started already with debut and wedding. So I take time to read. I take time to read from others' experiences, yung mga tips. So that's what I do. Kasi if it's your passion, then you also need to do something, because it's not all about talking. Since it's not our day, it's their day, we would like to be a part of their day and make it even more special. So kapag host ka, ganun talaga. So ako, talagang kaya nag-effort ako. And sometimes I also have my checklist. It's my OC mode. I have my checklist. I usually send it to my clients, like for example for a wedding. So I ask already the details, motive like this, what is your idea, what is your plan for the grand entrance, do you want to sing, do you want to dance? So the checklist helps in order for you to in order for it to be organized, so that before the meeting it would be easier for you, for the couple, and for the event planner.
Nice. That's very good tip.
Diba, sa Dominic's, and maybe we will hear more of her experience later and the rest of the guests after our break. So please stick around.
Ito ang DZRJ 8:10 AM. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Ang dami ng peke sa world. Unfair. Pati ba naman puti mo? Peke din? Para totoong puti, mag Myra Vita White Moisturizer. May vitamin E at natural plant extracts to help nourish skin for that healthy white glow. May double sunscreen na, non-sticky pa. Ito ang totoong healthy white glow. From Myra Vita White Moisturizer. Yan ang alagang holistic.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
Ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. This program is brought to you by A-Try Media Pro Incorporated.
With the hustle and bustle of every week, we need a moment to kick back and regroup. With all the chaos and noise around, we look for that serene moment that can guide us back to the right pace and direction. Get a good dose of all that every Saturday morning Beaming live from HY Media Center. This is the program for every dreamer who wants their voice to be heard. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Be informed. Be inspired. Be involved. And be empowered. Every Saturday, 10 to 11 in the morning, only at 8Try TV, 8Try Media. The Microphone Club Radio Show. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Powered by Pachology Academy, Creative Voices Productions, and The Microphone Club.
And time check is 10:47 a.m. and we are still here at the Microphone Club Radio Show. So yan, kanina pinag-usapan natin yung mga challenges, no? Before we went on break, we were talking about yung sa experience ni JM, no? We were talking about ano ba yung mga recent na challenges now. Now, let me just ask each one of you guys. So far, with your experience as a host, what was the greatest challenge that you've ever faced, and how were you able to handle that?
How about you, Anna?
Oh, me.
You go first daw, Anna.
No, I think let me share my first hosting experience. So it was a wedding.
Yeah.
And then the couple was, so it was my first paid gig. You know, I've been doing this for a long time. All my relatives, I'm the de facto host for work. So normally, if you're not being paid, right, you there's no pressure. Kasi pinakikiusapan ka lang eh. But you know, I remember that time, the talent fee was so small. It was just really exacto lang for my gas and for my toll. But I really wanted that experience. So I took the job. And it was so challenging because the couple, when they came in, they were so nervous. Only for me to realize that because they were very young, and I think my delicate situation yung bride, so they were really, really tense.
First time kasi siguro. First time ikasal. Kaya nervous.
So they were so nervous. And then nilapitan ako ng coordinator. Sabi niya, Mami, up mo yung energy kasi para hindi tayo masisi dito. But there was so much tension. Right? There was so much tension. And then siguro, kasi we were taught, diba, hosting supposed to be in English. Tapos pala, after a while, saka ko lang na-realize, I was hosting in straight English pala, it wasn't connecting as well. So, at a certain point, I switched modes and then nagjo-joke na ako and it's bringing up the you know, when you get to the fun part, yung mga careless whisper part, you know?
Yes.
So, parang nag-loosen up na rin. So, I think it's really whatever your idea was at the start of how you should host, you should really adapt. You should really be willing to adapt. Yeah, because I was so confident to take that job because I said we have a script for you, so you just have to read it. But the script was in straight English, right? And then after that, all my succeeding hostings, I wouldn't need a script anymore. As long as I knew the program flow, and then you know really you understand also the couple and how they are and what appeals to them. You know, anong nickname nila, sino yung mas bibo, yung mother ba ng bride o yung father ba ng groom, and you play on that. So then you're more of a facilitator than
being just a host.
Than being just a host and you're just reading, right?
Kumbaga you're just orchestrating the event.
It's like in a movie. They're the stars, you're the director.
Yeah.
Parang for me, mas mahirap yung may script. Like for you guys, what do you guys feel?
Honestly, yeah, I'm not really good with scripts too.
No, but I mean,
it's always free flow. I just need to know what the program flow is, what are the things, and then the mechanics. And then once I know that, then I'm all good.
Yeah, but we were talking, I remember on the way we were talking about in the car. Because I do a lot of corporate events and I design the event for work. Like employee meetings and things like that. So sometimes it's very serious stuff, right? There's you also know at work, like there's certain messages that need to be conveyed, or let's say the CEO will speak or about something, so you need to intro it so that at least when the presentation proper comes out, the audience has their mindset already. So in that case, it really helps to have a script.
Yes, lalo na sa mga nag-start pa lang sa hosting stint nila, script will really help you na yung come up with your first words.
Yeah.
And then eventually, if you keep on doing hosting, dun mo na mabibuild, siguro I can personalize it, customize it.
Yeah. And I think, for scripts also, especially for corporate events, because there's certain information that you need to say.
Yes.
So you get that out of the way, and then you do your joke, or if you have a co-host, guwapo mo ngayon, mga ganyan.
Yes.
You know, to build rapport, but don't. You have to make sure you don't miss out on the message.
Yeah, don't stray out on the really what hasn't been agreed upon. Kasi it's your responsibility pa rin with the client that you have to deliver what they are expecting from you. Lalo na syempre pag corporate event. Kaya ako, what I really appreciated about our workshop, it opens you to a lot of different events, not just weddings, not just debut, but also corporate events. I also saw Mox hosting a sports event. Nasabi ko sa sports event naman medyo relax naman ang ang approach. So kumbaga, it really builds you up also as an MC that you can also do different types of events. You're not really just focused on one thing, diba? You can really go to different kinds of events as a host or as an MC.
Yes, so, prior to that program, it's really important as well, diba? Yung mabasa natin yung program itself and the script kasi diba, lalo kung corporate events.
Yes.
Baka meron mga it's a big no to say this.
Yes.
Ito kailangan mo talaga itong masabi.
Yes.
So, preparation is key. But then again, like what you said earlier, when you're already there, yung kung ano man yung pinaghandaan mo, sometimes hindi yun yung nangyayari. You also have to be sensitive enough. Teka lang.
But if you understand the situation, then however you adapt will be appropriate to the situation. You know, there. So, but speaking about the workshop, I'm really curious. How did you start and...
Yun, ako din Paano nyo na-discover yung The Microphone Club?
How about you, Anna?
Oh, me.
Talagang una talaga si Anna no?
Anna, how did you... Sige, let's have our call. Anna, how did you discover...
Yeah, actually, you know, the power of social media. I was just randomly, because I'm always on Facebook, so
same.
Yeah, so it pops out as it popped up as a sponsored post, like an ad, right? And at first I was ignoring it, but then I guess I don't know why I was targeted. You know, this is Facebook's algorithm, so I was targeted for it. Somehow the Facebook gods knew that this was for me. So at a
thank you, Facebook gods.
Yeah, so thank you, Facebook gods. Thank you, Mark. So you can't ignore it at a certain point. So that's when I inquired. So and I was saying, you know, because people always ask me, you're so into this Microphone Club, how did you actually get started? So, you know, I just really randomly answered a Facebook ad. But, you know, that's why sometimes you tend to ignore it, but you never know there's something like that if it really speaks to you and you have to answer the call, right?
The call.
Yeah.
Many were called.
Few were chosen. Yes.
You responded.
Yeah. And that was just like in March, March, just earlier this year. So it was a good time for me, and I it's a good time in my life to meet new people, and it was very encouraging because it's really never have I been part of a group, I'm part of other groups, but I mean I was people that I never knew from anywhere else, so accepting, so supportive, and it was really a good ego boost, right? If you feel na, I mean, nakakataba ng puso, parang, ay, tayo palang tumutulong. So, from there, I joined the workshop along with Mark and Jem. We were part of Batch 1 and then Batch 2.
We were, inside one table, di ba? Ang dami natin napagkwentuhan during the workshop.
Yes, mga kwentong buhay.
Yeah.
That was me about 20 pounds ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, di ba?
Actually, Anna lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. So,
slow clap for Anna.
Nakakapayat ang hosting. Kasi mag-aantay ka hanggat makakain lahat ng tao.
Actually.
Yes. And I guess... that's right.
Kaya dapat yung mga cater, itropa natin para
Yeah.
Dapat daw yun.
Hinita na ka ng lechon.
Talking about being tropa with the other suppliers. Kasi yung word of mouth Diba? Sa line of job natin, being hosts or other voice talents, diba? Yung word of mouth, having good relationships with the other suppliers will also take you to other places kasi baka mamaya yung ibang customers nila, baka may kilala ka rin host, they will get you. Sometimes they will tie up with you na baka pwede sa mga events namin ikaw na yung host. Kasi you built that relationship. And what we want to avoid for those who want to start hosting as well, we want to avoid yung burning bridges.
Yeah.
Grabe tong
And it goes with any profession or even in your personal life, diba? Walang kaaway.
Yes.
Huwag suplado.
Yes.
suplado.
And I have to agree with Christoph then with what he said, that you have to keep it professional at all times. Kasi what I've learned in this workshop is you have to take it a notch higher to be more professional. Kasi people will not get you if they don't think that you're taking it seriously. You have to put yourself in such a way na professional host ka eh. You are making sure that you're gonna orchestrate the event well. So that's what I'm thankful for this workshop. Kasi kung wala tong workshop natin and wala yung Microphone Club, hindi ko matutunan yung essentials on how to make it into a profession talaga as a host.
So Jem, how did you I mean, throwing the question back to you, how did you find or stumble upon this fundamentals of hosting workshop?
It was through my friend. It was through my good friend Francis Miranda. He's into advertising.
Okay.
And then he just saw the ad in the Facebook. I think he was connected with Mox. Kasi syempre, syempre kasi 'di ba sa industry natin napakaliit ng circles. I mean, it's a small world, 'di ba? So tarang sabi niya, "Jem, join this workshop. You want to be a host, right? You want to be a professional host. Then join." So ako naman, I checked the details and then it was really parang you feel that the ad was speaking to you. So parang without hesitation, sumali ako. In fact, nakadalawang batches pa nga ako eh. 'Di ba? Kasi I joined 2 batches because Mox was teasing me na meron akong iibahin sa second batch eh. So parang it's more of additional learning for me. That's why I joined the second batch then as well.
Yeah, but I think what's good with that is you could receive the call, right? But some people are really like, wala naman akong kilala dyan, or, medyo nag-hesitate, but, you just need to, and I think that's the difference. If you have the heart of a host, medyo kapalan ng muka. Kebs lang, wala akong kilala doon.
Share my experience, how I became part of the Microphone Club.
Yeah.
It has been a long call for me. Last year pa ako sinasabihan.
Because of your friend?
My friend Tony.
And my best, yeah. Hi, Tony, my Beshi.
Hi, Tony.
Love you, Beshi.
The total host. Ayan, si Tony, matagal na akong in-invite niya. Sabi niya, attend ka ng workshop ng the Microphone Club. Even yung sa isang workshop ni...
Because you work together?
Yes, we work together sa previous company. And yun nga, sabi niya, di ba you're doing hosting na? Yeah. Kaya lang, sabi ko, parang nag-hesitate pa ako eh, na, kasi may day job ako, baka hindi ko pa kaya. And then eventually, I don't know, for some reason, sabi niya, ito, atinan mo na to. Sige nga.
So you were ignoring the call for the longest time.
Parang gusto ko, but I was somehow holding back. Pero nung nag-attend na ako, doon ako nag-regret.
So
I should have joined
earlier. No, but maybe there's a reason why you came at that point in your life, right?
Yeah.
That you really
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens
Plug
for a
in lang,
reason.
guys. If you see the calling of the Microphone Club, kung nakita niyo yung Facebook ad ng Microphone Club, please do click it because it's calling on to you.
Yeah.
No, and not just that. We invite everyone to please check out our Facebook page. We have a lot of interesting, you can see what activities our members are into, their gigs, and you see what our other projects, events. We also have some inspirational quotes there. So do check us out, right?
www.facebook.com/The Microphone Club. Yeah, kasi doon yung makikita yung mga workshops that we do. We have scheduled year-long schedule for workshops or even yung mga sharing session. I believe today meron tayo ng sharing.
We have a workshop. We have an ongoing. So hello to all our fellow Mikeys.
Hello, fellow Mikeys.
So they're having a program design workshop right now, exclusive for members. Yes, because we have our fundamentals of hosting workshop, which we open to non-members. But for today, we organize, and that's being led also by Mox De Vera.
Yeah, parang part 2 to. Na if you are a member of the Microphone Club, this is one of the things that you can enjoy being
For
a member.
free.
For free.
Yes.
They will
And also
share-
mentors.
Yeah. Mentoring, they will share with you yung paano, ito alam ko pag-uusapan nila how to manage yung mga programs.
Yes,
Yes.
program planning.
Yan. So kung medyo starting ka pa lang sa hosting industry, this will be a good opportunity for you. No?
Pang jumpstart talaga.
Oo.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of which, we have so we're live on Facebook.
Yes, we are. And
So we have a question here from my friend Fiona. Miss Anna, when is the next workshop? Actually, we're still planning it.
The next, we just finished the third batch.
Yes, we just finished the third batch. So we'll probably have we're looking into probably having a level 2. So, but do inquire, send us a message on the Microphone Club's page and let us know what you'd like to learn more about.
Yeah, we could probably, if we have more inquiries, diba, halimbawa, we can come up with attendees. Kahit wala kami schedule, sige, kung marami naman.
Yeah, because actually the problem is we have so
Amen.
much to share, right? But we just want to make sure it's what people want to hear.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
And meron pa mga bumabati dito eh.
Oh, but
Sige,
go.
Let's
Go, run through it.
Sige, may bumabati dito kay JM. Hi, JM daw. Sino nga ba yun?
So hello to Miss Cynthia Castro. Magkasama kami kagabi. Pia Marie Coronado. Shano. Hi, Shano.
Hi, Shano.
Yeah. Perhaps we could also say hi to all the core committee members of the Microphone Club.
Yes,
Good morning, guys.
Hindi na namin kayo isa-isa na medyo marami kayo eh. But yeah, we have Chrisma Malabuyok. Hi, that's my friend. Hello. Tsaka si Van and si Jean Reyes. Thank you for
Mine
watching.
Ordonez,
Yeah, si
Jean,
Mine Ordonez.
Amine, yeah.
Mine Ordonez, that's my kambal.
Yeah.
Andrea is your friend, JM. She says,
Yes,
proud of
JM.
you, Ate JM.
Also hi to Tim, to Mark, and also to Jeffy, and also to John, Chloe. Yeah, they're my friends. Hello.
Yeah.
Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Shano kay Ana, no? You look like you're of the same age.
Yeah.
With Mark.
I don't know if that's good for you or good for me.
Good for both of us.
Yeah,
Good for both of us.
Yeah. Kasi sa kanya, di ba, minsan gusto niya maging
Yes,
adult
oo.
dahil dun sa-
So, pareho tayo mukhang 25.
Wow.
Tama. Amen.
Yes.
Very
So yes.
Linggong-linggo, grabe.
Yeah, kailangan natin ng good vibes eh.
Yes,
It's Sunday, and yes, we will have probably other activities later. So yeah, it's a good start.
Would you actually disclose your real age? Di ba parang may pagka-semi-showbiz kasi tayo, di ba?
Yes.
The thing, semi
Actually,
lang.
talaga.
For you, I would
30 talaga, 30.
30. Naniniwala naman sila. Well, I just hope that when you're 30, you still look 30.
Sana lang.
Or young. Right?
Yeah, I have no problems with my age. I'm 29. Ang saya lang pag yung sinabi, talaga 29 ka?
Yeah,
me too. I share my age.
Huh?
I share my age. I'm 32.
Oh, really?
Oh, look.
Grabe!
I always get that face.
Good job!
I think it's one trait of us Mikeys na siguro kasi we're happy and fun-loving people.
Yeah.
Kaya age doesn't matter to us, di ba? But when the clients ask, you just have to be truthful to them, and then they will like say, oh, you look young, ganyan, di ba? So, siguro it's one trait that we really have that is really positive,
Siguro
being fun-spirited.
Minsan mag-ano ka ba doon, mag-hold back ka? Kasi there was because I do seminar.
Yeah.
Mga personality development workshops. Yung tinanong ako, how old are you? Medyo may edad na rin yung
Okay, yeah.
How old are you? 29. Ang response niya, oh. Sabi ko, is it a good thing or a bad thing? But anyway, so it's all about how we, diba, how
I
we
think that's what's important. Age really doesn't matter, right? I mean, when we all relate to each other on the same level, but at the same time, it's more of experience, right? Because Mark may be 19, but he's done
a lot of
way more gigs than I think.
Than maybe most of us.
Yeah. So it's not in the age, but it's what you can contribute to the team. Yeah.
Exactly. And earlier we were talking about the workshop. No, si Jem batch 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Batch 2, si Jem
batch 3.
Yeah, that was
batch
just
1.
Recently. That's June 25.
Yeah.
So Jem hasn't answered because you said you were recruited, right, by your mentor, and JM, how did you come across the workshop?
Yes, it's the Facebook ad as well, and then one of the Mikeys, Natalie Salcedo. So I've worked with her, and I saw her post before, like for the Microphone Club. So I find it very interesting. So what I did, as soon as I saw it, okay, I enrolled. So I chatted with the Mikeys, and then I joined. Well, there are a lot of things that I've learned, which is really good. Like for me, I'm already an experienced host, but I still have a lot of things to learn, especially with marketing. I'm very poor with marketing. So how do I get to have my clients? It's more of a referral. But I've just realized na there can be more pa talaga. So you can still target a lot of clients. Kasi I don't have my Facebook page. I've just created it since like a month or two probably. And then I also don't have a website. I don't have a calling card. So can you just imagine? It's quite hard to market yourself, especially to those people who who doesn't know you, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, those are the simple things that I've learned, but I know that will make a big difference.
So what specifically did you apply, for example, recently from what you learned, and how did it help you?
I'm already working on a domain, so I'm searching if how will I have a website. So I've searched, and then good thing about MA. Hi, MA. So MA is part of, yes, MA Bandia. He's hosting the call center radio.
Yes.
And he's helping me out of knowing how to get a domain, come up with a website. So those are the things that is very, very good with the Mikeys, because they're always generous to share.
Yeah, few weeks back, we had that personal branding, and dun lang din ako talaga na namulat. Because I'm also bad with marketing. I don't know how to market myself before I joined the Microphone Club. So, kaya dati parang hirap kumuha ng events, no? But with yung personal branding, we learn na kailangan ito yung mga gagawin mo. No? I saw your page. That's a wonderful page, no? To mamaya paplug na.
Yeah, we'll plug all our personal pages later.
Yeah. So, since all of us here have attended the workshops, can you still remember ano yung key takeaway nyo from the workshop? No, aside from we learned marketing, ano yung natutunan nyo that you are now applying in your hosting gigs?
I can start. So okay, I'll start. For me, it may be simple, but it's actually how to hold the mic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's actually how to hold the mic, because you take it for granted. And I apply it, of course, when I do hosting, or when I do my own hosting, but also I help coach like the executives at work, because they would also need to speak. So I say, okay, boss, you have to hold the mic here. It's more effective and it looks better also.
Yeah.
So that's something that
yung angle.
You would never have thought. You would never have thought that something you needed to learn. It's a technical skill. So again, I'd like to greet Sir Marvs, if you're listening, from High Fidelity. So our technical partner, our the best lights and sounds partner of the Microphone Club. So siya nagsabi, wag hawakan yung mic sa ulo. Yung parang ganyan.
Yung parang mga rapper, wag niyo don't cup the mic kasi nagiging muffled yung tunog.
Wag niyo itatap. Yung boses no, si Sir Marvs. Like he makes your voice sound better than it is. Like when he mixes it.
Tinitimpla yung
namin yan, yung mag-host ka with High Fidelity. Sobrang smooth mag-host. Kasi yung mga pasok ng mga tunog, pasok ng mga sound effects din, ng music.
Yeah.
Sobrang sakto.
Actually, malaking bagay yun yung background music.
Yes.
Diba? Like when you speak, wala lang, share lang.
Yung para matching yung and yung pasok ng spinner. So, because we are not just talking we're using the microphone, and the microphone amplifies our voice. So if it's not, so there's a technical aspect to it that really helps.
Yes.
That's my sharing.
Thank you, Anna. How about Jem?
Go first.
Siguro ako ang one thing that's very important learning that I got from the workshop is really knowing the industry in a deeper sense. Kasi doon talaga tinuro ni Mox yung kahit overview siya, but you get to understand what the crowd is, what the expectations of the clients are. Also the proper customer service. Ako nagtuturo na ako ng customer service in my work, but there's a deeper customer service when you're handling with clients, especially when you're a host, diba? So that's what I appreciate. And also, aside from the personal branding, it's more of you really connecting with the people, kasi proper connection will really take you far into this industry, as long as you're really kind, as long as you treat them well, and you make sure that they are being valued more than you value yourself.
And I think it's not so much about how to do it, but more of the realization that it's important.
Yes.
And then you can make it your own. Okay, so paano mo gagawin importante na you make the client feel important, that it's their special day. So, but then you mix it with your own personal style.
Yung kumbaga you orchestrate it well in such a way na you have the responsibility to make it memorable. Tsaka one last thing, ang pinaka-importanting natunan ko, preparation is the key, the small details. Just like the clipboard. Dati wala akong clipboard. Nung nakita ko si Anna dati, I saw you, Anna, before that you have a clipboard. Kaya nung ako nagdebut, shucks, kailangan may clipboard din ako in such a way that everything will be organized as a host.
So just to share with our listeners, one of the things we learned, because I had when on my first hosting, I said, okay, what do I need? And then I remember I saw a post of Tony, Christoph's friend, yeah.
Meron siyang maleta eh. Diba?
Yung maleta
Grabe,
niya.
ang laki nun.
Gig,
Yes.
So, anong laman ng maleta? Clipboard, water, ano pa ba? Ballpen.
Ballpen.
Ano pang lagi mong dala? Ano importante?
Ako kasi gitar.
'Di ba? Ballpen,
notebook, ballpen, extra clothes just to be prepared.
Extra clothes.
Extra ballpen din kasi nawawala yung ballpen. Guys, palagi nawawala ang ballpen sa events. Di ko alam bakit.
Oo.
Hiraman eh.
Actually,
never buy expensive pens.
Yes.
Never buy expensive
ballpens were made to be lost.
Actually, me, I bring a highlighter pa eh.
Yeah.
Same.
I bring a highlighter. Yeah, tas meron akong iba-ibang size din ng clipboard. So, depende sa ano.
Diba?
Magugulat ka, yung friend natin, si Tony, may tela pa yan.
Oh, may tela.
May tela pa yan.
Tsaka props pang games. Yes.
Magugulat ka na kasi minsan, kailangan mo ng tela.
For what?
Basta minsan kailangan.
Emergency purposes siguro.
Last time we had this easel stand na merong yung photo nung debutant. Medyo masyadong plain, parang bakal kasi yung easel stand eh. So medyo pangit.
Binalot niya ng tela.
Naganap lang ng tela.
Grabe.
No.
Ibang klase talaga Sir Tony.
Again, preparation is the key. That's one thing that we've learned from the
And
workshop.
I think you can only get to that level kung may malasakit ka sa client.
Yeah.
You know, because you can always say, I'm a host, so I come in, where's this program, and then you do it, and you go leave. But what does it say about you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, these people, they for example, it's a wedding or a debut, pinaghirapan nila yung ginastos nila.
Tsaka pinagkatiwala sa'yo.
At pinagkatiwala.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime event.
Yeah, so you have to, put your heart into it kasi imagine mo, magkano yung ginastos nila doon, pinaghirapan nila and also, wag mong babaliwalain.
They deserve more than 100% of your performance.
And isipin mo rin, kung ikaw mismo kasal mo or birthday mo or it's important family milestone, you also want everyone to do their best, right?
Yes. I just want to add to that. Like, for example, yun nga sa mga event, diba? The key is preparation and at the same time, yung mga sa game facilitation, mas maganda rin na mag-invest ka kasi kapag ma-recycle mo naman siya eh. So for example, you're gonna make a big dice, right? So pati kapag minarket mo yung sarili mo, it's easier kasi you can tell them na okay, for the game facilitation, the props and everything, it's all set. You don't have to worry about the thing. Kasi you will be helping the couple at the same time. It would be a lighter load din sa event planner ninyo.
Yes.
Kasi they have a lot of things on their plate already.
Yes.
So if they're gonna think about, okay, so what are your games?
That's what works for you because it's uniquely you. So kabisado mo yung
that is
game
right.
na yun.
But at the same time, kasi hindi naman lahat ng mga couples or debutants yung mga couples, hindi lahat may wedding planner.
Yes.
No?
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
Oy, nako, oo.
Grabe talaga yun. Minsan, pag walang
wala talagang
coordinator,
coordinator, mahirap.
ikaw rin yung coordinator.
Yes.
Tapos yun pinag-usapan.
Yun pa rin ang bayad.
Masusurprise ka na lang. And since you said that, that's what I've learned as well in the fundamentals of hosting, yung service agreement.
Yeah.
Right?
It protects you.
Yes, it protects you, not just you, but it's for both of you, your client and you as a host. Kasi mas malalaman mo kung ano yung enclosed doon or yung mga nakasulat na doon sa expectation so that they would know if, okay, so my services, if it's canceled, then therefore, like for booking fee or whatsoever, everything is there.
Actually, for me, in my service contract, I put it under scope of work.
Yes.
Yes, scope of work. Parang yung kung anong gagawin mo at hindi kasama para lang malinaw.
Terms and conditions talaga.
That's
true. Yes.
That protects you.
It would really help. Can you imagine? I don't have that for the longest time.
Oh,
I can imagine.
Same here. I mean, everyone started with that, di ba? Kaya sabi talaga ni Mox, it's very important that kahit kaibigan yan or kamag-anak, you have to have a service agreement. Hindi yung parang sasabihin lang, bakit may ganyan ka pa? Magkaibigan man tayo, magkamag-anak. It really protects you as a host and as a client, and you tend to manage expectations well. Para at least you will deliver, and then this is what they are expecting from you.
It protects them. Also, baka meron silang hindi naisip, parang, yun lang pala. So, kailangan ko pala ng coordinator or sometimes I hosted one wedding. I said, hindi nyo naman kailangan kasi minsan nagtitipid din yung couple, diba? So, hindi naman sa kailangan nyo. Pero mag-assign kayo ng kamag-anak na, and ito yung gagawin niya. Kasi minsan nag-assign pero hindi naman clear sa kanila kung ano yung gagawin. And it worked really well kasi uulit-ulitin. And then I think you also have to stand your ground. Kasi for example, ma'am, ito na po yung props ng games. Ay, sabi ko, hindi ko po kukunin yan. Pag kinyo ko, saka nyo dalhin.
Yes.
So it's not na ayaw mo siyang gawin, but it's really not part of your role. Kung may ina-assign naman doon, kaya lang you're just not, that person's just waiting for their cue to do what they're supposed to do, right? So, ano lang yan.
Pero during the times na walang coordinator, I feel like it kind of becomes the host's duty to coordinate it already. Kasi,
because you're running the program.
Tsaka kung may palpak, yung mukha mo yung nasa harap eh. So, ikaw yung sisisiin, diba? Yes. So, you want to make sure that the program really runs smoothly. So, let's say, in case wala silang background music or wala silang coordinator, ganyan, you kind of have to fill in for everything else.
That's right. It boils down to accountability.
Yeah.
But then, mahirap pag walang service contract.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So
and then
so again, you were saying yung preparation is the key. Kasi may mga couples na ano bang gagawin? Siyempre, first time nila kakasal eh.
Yes.
Ano ba yung mga
first time?
Unless kung maraming beses kinasal, diba? So well experienced.
No, not even that. I mean, some couples have attended a lot of weddings.
Yes.
So some of them really know exactly what they want, but some have no clue.
No idea.
Or hindi sila masyadong masinop. So, it's about giving them the idea.
Sila yung mga maaga umuwi pagkatapos kumain.
Oo, diba?
May mga games na pwede ka na mag-suggest. And yes, you really need to invest on that. Come up with materials. Tsaka yung idea, kailangan mo talagang pagplanuhan yan.
And that becomes part of your unique style and your unique offering, right?
Yeah.
And it looks more professional. Because when you go there, you won't ask for a lot of assistance. Na, I need this, I need that. Can you get this for me? Can you get that for me? Then you're gonna bother everyone just to help you out. But then if you come prepared, that would be really, really good. It would be easy for you. And it would be a smooth flowing program.
Less
stress-free.
Less stressful for you. Kasi, alam mo, meron ka na ng mga gamit. Hindi yung pagdating mo doon, meron ba kayong ganyan? Ay, wala, sige, hanap, bibili. So, that's gonna be more stressful.
Tapos you'll be, parang required pa na ay, so you don't have this. I need to come up with another plan.
Yeah.
Diba? So, medyo...
Nadadagdag pa sa load mo. Now, Mark, you haven't shared yet, ano ba yung key takeaway mo from the workshop?
Oh, well, my key takeaway is it's more of the connections. Pero in terms of lessons naman, it's about the event not being about you and also about the event not always going according to plan. Kasi no mga first few events ko, parang medyo natataranta pa ako kasi parang, uy, bakit ganito? Bakit late yung ganito? Bakit ganyan? So, I didn't know what to do. Like, I wasn't adapting. And yung key takeaway ko is you have to adapt.
Yes.
So it's like that concept itself, kahit yung concept lang, parang malaking bagay siya. Kasi if we don't adapt and we just go according to the script, kahit let's say, like what Anna said, yung kanina yung meron siyang event na mas makamasa yung audience, and then pure English, bawal ganun eh. Kasi if you always do it like that, and then not every event can be categorized in like one...
Wedding, one.
Parang hindi siya pwedeng pag yung hosting pang wedding, ganun lang talaga.
Hindi siya one size fits all.
Hindi siya one size fits all.
Hindi po siya ganun.
So, adapting talaga.
It can change anytime.
And I think that you can only get over that if you realize what is the objective. The objective is to make this event work for the client.
Yes, that's
for the client. So even if you're a straight English host, but if you need to adapt, you need to speak in Taglish, you need to crack jokes or whatever, it's for them, not for you, right?
Saka may hirapan ka talaga eh. I've had that experience. I hosted 7th birthday.
7th birthday.
So mga bata talaga. At the beginning, I was, of course, in straight English kasi that's what I got.
Usual talaga
diba?
No?
Straight English. And di ba may mga bata naman talaga ngayon, mga Inglesero. So I was speaking straight English, tapos nakita ko yung mga mukha ng bata. Sorry sa mga nasa radyo, pero yan, nakatulala sila.
Nakatulala sila.
So I had to change na bigla. Sige, okay, sa mga bigla ka Tagalog. Although it's kind of difficult. Yeah, that's another challenge. if you're either straight English or straight Filipino, minsan yung Taglish yung mahirap eh.
But you have to pick up the cues eh.
Yes.
You have to look at the audience. You have to pick up the cues. You have to sense their body language, whether or not
They're having
you know,
fun.
Nagyayon na sila or medyo bored. And that's the problem if you're medyo self-centered and you're just like
because
you're just doing your thing.
It's not a monologue. It's not a monologue.
It's not a monologue.
It's a conversation eh.
Yes, and as
That's a good way of putting it.
And as a host talaga, you have to be a quick thinker eh, di ba? You have to be sensitive enough to the needs of the audience na, again, it's not about you, it's about orchestrating the event well. Kaya dapat mabilis ang isip mo, you have to take into consideration what they need and then act on it. Kasi if you do not act on it as a host, then the event will be a chaos, di ba?
Yeah,
Actually,
yun yung sige, Mark.
To add to that, I feel like isa pa sa mga key takeaways ko sa Microphone Club is the connections talaga.
Yeah.
Kasi honestly, hindi naman super mura yung hosting workshop. But it's worth it because it's an investment. And right after I got in, si Sir Tony, he actually got me a gig already. So parang dun pa lang parang
bawi ka na. Bawi ka na. Yeah.
Isang gig lang.
Isang gig lang.
Right, so we will hear more of the stories of our guests after our break. So please, stay with us.
Ito ang DZRJ 8:10 AM. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Whoa, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is the greatest day of my life. Okay, there's Captain America. Whoa, who's that new guy?
On the roost!
Gotta go.
You have 576 blood sugar combinations.
Ricochet whip! That was awesome.
I think with a little more mentoring, could be a real asset to the team.
Here we go.
Do you know him too?
He stole my shield. Wow. He did beat me up.
Uy, si Miss. Unang tingin pa lang, puti na. Kinis pa.
Nag-Myra Vita White Hand and Body Lotion kasi. May vitamin E beads and natural plant extracts that help nourish skin deep inside for a healthy white glow. Puti at kinis, hanggang malapitan.
Yala na.
Healthy white glow sa Myra Vita White Lotion. Yan ang alagang holistic by Myra.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
Ito ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino. A-Try Media, DZRJ 8:10 AM. Tunay na nagmamahal sa bawat Pilipino. DZRJ 8:10 AM. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Ang dami ng peke sa world. Unfair. Pati ba naman puti mo? Peke din? Para totoong puti, mag-Myra Vita White Moisturizer. May vitamin E at natural plant extracts to help nourish skin for that healthy white glow. May double sunscreen na, non-sticky pa. Ito ang totoong healthy white glow. From Myra Vita White Moisturizer. Yan ang alagang holistic.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilab yan.
This program is brought to you by A-Try Media Pro Incorporated.
With the hustle and bustle of every week, we need a moment to kick back and regroup. With all the chaos and noise around, we look for that serene moment that can guide us back to the right pace and direction. Get a good dose of all that every Saturday morning. Beaming live from A-Try Media Center. This is the program for every dreamer who wants their voice to be heard. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Be informed, be inspired, be involved, and be empowered. Every Saturday, 10 to 11 in the morning, only at A-Try TV, A-Try Media. The Microphone Club Radio Show. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Powered by Pachology Academy, Creative Voices Productions, and the Microphone Club.
And welcome back to the Microphone Club Radio Show. Time check is 11:25 a.m.
Wow, time flies.
Time flies, ang bilis, no?
So we're in the last half hour of our show.
Yes, and please feel free to provide or put your comments on Facebook. Again, that is www.facebook.com/8trymedia. So yan, baka mabasa namin yung mga comments nyo.
Yeah, so we'd like to pa-shout out naman po Mark. So I think this is Mark's friend Denver. And hello to May, Masangkay Sibay, Badet, Shirley, who else? And DK, one of our fellow Mikeys.
Yes.
So good morning to you guys.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, and earlier we were talking about our key takeaways from the workshop. I just want to share mine, yung wit. Kasi kanina pinag-usapan natin yung even if you came in prepared, may mga times talaga na kailangan mong kapain. And yung wit, yun yung kailangan, that's the key for you to, yung bigla mo si segue, pasok ka ng, so it's a skill. So for some na they are questioning, paano yun, hindi ako witty. I think it can be practiced.
Yes.
It can be practiced. Yung mga try nyo lang. Ang siguro for me, ang may share ko lang doon sa iba na they think they are not witty, don't hesitate to look foolish. Kasi sometimes when you crack a joke or when you say something na to practice your wit, minsan kasi nahiya sila, baka nakakaya, baka magmukha akong.
But for sure, they already have it in them.
Yes.
It's not, you're not inventing, you're not trying to memorize something. It's already within you. I mean, when you talk to your friends, right? You humihirit ka ng nakakatawa.
Yeah.
Ito nga yung sinabi ko dun sa workshop Sabi ko, yung how I practice wit, yung mga hugot. Mahilig kang humugot, that's a sign that you have wit. No? Kasi nakokonekta mo yung isang bagay dito sa hugot na to.
Yeah, but I mean, just a warning though to hosts, for weddings, please, huwag kayong humugot.
Huwag masyadong hugot.
Actually, not at all. I mean, that's kind of downer for the wedding. So,
practice lang po yun.
No matter how heartbroken you are, please, as a host,
do not.
That's not the right time. Inuman kayo after. Doon kayo humugot, but not during the...
I have to agree with Anna kasi siguro doon din pumapasok yung what thing I've learned in the workshop is you have to stay classy talaga. Kasi 'di ba, you as a host you're branding yourself in front of the people, and then if suddenly you crack a joke that is really off, I mean it's okay, pero pag talagang super like that na medyo malayo na yung dun sa topic or parang hindi na yung nakakatuwa for the guest, then they would remind you as a negative host rather than someone who is really a positive one, 'di ba?
And I mean, you're not in a comedy bar.
Yeah.
So hindi ka na it's not, you're not supposed to make cry, right? I mean there's a certain level of, because it's there's a right time and place for everything. Again, I totally agree with Jem. Stay classy all the time. There's a way of being fun, but without being crass.
Yeah.
So it's a fine, it's a balance, and it speaks about the type of person that you are. I mean, do you derive joy from insulting other people, right? It's really bring out the that's why it's nice to say, oy, ang ganda naman ng suot ni tita, or things like that, and then or ang ganda naman ng glowing yung bride. I mean, stay positive because it is a happy occasion.
Be very careful with our comments and our jokes, lalo na yung mga big yan. It depends on the occasion. And yung pagka-compliment, even though sometimes our intention is positive, you have to maybe check for feedback.
Yes.
Tanong mo sa mga friends mo, if sasabihin ko ba to, how does it appear to
It's just so hard because we get carried away, right? So again, you have to always check yourself. I mean, and tignan mo yung mga kausap mo. I mean, I totally agree with Mark. It's a conversation. So you need to sometimes the feedback is non-verbal, or most of the time.
It's non-verbal most of the time.
Makikita mo yan sa facial expression, tataas ang kilay na gano'n.
Or mararamdaman mo na lang. It comes out naturally.
And also you see, sino ba yung nagbabayad nito? Let's say yung father ng bride or something, nakikita mo, oops, medyo. So even if everyone's having a great time, but the boss or your main client is not enjoying, then just tone it down. I mean, and I'm saying you start with a straight hosting first, right? Your job is to introduce each section of the program and say why it's important and what's gonna happen, and then you can add your palabok later on.
Siguro pag nag-loosen up na yung mood nung
yes. Or medyo pag natimpla mo na ito yung level of level of
connection
mo.
Yes.
Then you can freely adjust din, 'di ba? And I think it has something to do with how we do our transitions din eh. Kasi 'di ba, the transitions play a key role in how we orchestrate the event.
And that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Otherwise, pag hinayaan mo lang sige tuloy-tuloy lang yung program.
Trainer and that.
Oh, hindi kasi hindi naalala. Hindi, I just remembered lang kasi sinabi ni Mox before way back in the first workshop.
Yeah.
The difference of a pro and someone who is a newbie is the way they do transitions talaga. Kasi kung medyo mahirap pang gawin yung transition, hindi makikita ng mga audience yung connection nung the first segment to the next segment. But if you do it in a way that is classy, that is very smooth, then medyo makakakuha ka na ng really good way of really getting the program into the right direction.
Yeah, for example, medyo kumakain na yung mga tao or they're not paying attention, and then you need them to look at the same day edit, for example. So you need to call their attention. So it's not really what you're saying, but how you say it, and then your manner, your demeanor to get attention, so that yung sayang naman yung binayad nila na, di ba? Pala nag-yosi na lahat ng tao sa labas or something.
Talaga, no?
Yeah.
Like for example, ano po ba yung mga sinasabi namin na transitions for those who
sample.
Kunwari lang, di ba, galing sa dinner, tapos gusto mong magpakita ng AVP. Hindi mo pwedeng sabihin na, okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please watch this video. You don't do that, no? Parang kumakain pa ako, wait, biglang ganun. So, sometimes, kailangan mo lagyan ng mga
Suabe dapat.
You can acknowledge, we hope you're all enjoying your dinner.
Exactly.
You know,
you have enjoyed that sumptuous meal.
Yeah, provided by, and then you can, it depends, you can ask the couple if they'd like to recognize, acknowledge their supplier, such and such. Baka madagdagan yung lechon sa
plato mo.
Dun sa crew meal mo after, di ba? Medyo may extra balat, di ba? Pag medyo lagi ka.
So yun nga, you come up with yung mga palabok dun sa magko-connect from the previous segment to the next one. That will make it more personal, no? And yung makikita nila, ang saya kasi suwabe lahat ng pasok ng host. It's a skill, yes.
It can be practiced.
Yes, definitely.
So yeah, it looks like, from our conversation na we have probably changed from what we were before when we were hosting, and now we are talking about this. So palagay nyo, were there changes prior to after you joined the workshop? Ano yung nagbago sa buhay nyo?
No. So let's say for me, at work, if any of my office mates are tuning in, hello.
Sana po nag-tune in yung mga office mates.
Tune in yung mga office mates ko. So for example, before when we would have an employee event, I would just, introduce sections of the employee meeting, for example. I would just introduce, one section of the program to another. But then, since I've been more exposed to weddings and more social events, so I now try to make an effort to be less formal, or you start with the formal part and then try to loosen up everyone, try to engage the audience, say, okay, hey, this is my friend, or something. And then, parang nag-iiba yung mood ng event, but still being mindful of the objective of the event. This is a formal meeting, but then it doesn't say you cannot have light moments as long as it's well thought of and again classy and within the bounds of what is professional.
So hindi ka na masyadong stiff.
Hindi na ako kasi kahit sabihin mong ganito ako parang bubbly, but when I'm on work mode, I'm kind of on work mode naman talaga.
So I heard.
Oh no.
Iba pala si Ana dun sa work.
How about JM? How about you? So were there any changes after attending the workshop? What happened with your life probably, or in some
life changing.
Ako sa akin sa life ko mismo eh.
Dito pwede maghugot.
Dito pwede maghugot. Yan na naman tayo sa hugot eh. Yun sa workshop pala. Okay. Well, for me, because it was quite different, diba? Kasi nga, since I'm an experienced host already, iba-iba yung, mas naging professional yung naging approach ko, especially when talking to clients. I became more organized na parang right before I meet them, I came up with a checklist so that it's easier, and then I came up with my own service agreement already para at least alam na nila kung ano talaga yung inclusive or inclusions nung agreement.
And what feedback would you get from your clients when you did these changes? I mean, compared to dealing with clients before? Yeah.
Well, they were actually impressed. They were impressed. It's because of, wow, you're so prepared. And then when we met, it was an easier conversation because we already have the documents and all. So mga parang final touches, final details na lang.
So you realize, so it just reinforces na this is how things should be done pala.
And it becomes more remarkable. Na parang kapag nakipag-deal ka sa client na yun, when you talk to JM, it's easy for you. You don't have to worry a thing. Parang mas nagiging okay. So the next time, don't worry. I'll make it a point that I'll recommend you to my friend. They have an event coming up. So mas marami pa.
Galing.
Mas madaling yung market mo kasi free na eh.
Yes.
Word of mouth na lang eh. Yun na yung market mo.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you make the package, so parang mas maganda pa yung dating diba? Na parang, okay, so for the game facilitation, you don't have to worry already because I already have all the materials. You just need to choose what game do you like, if what would be more appropriate with the crowd. But of course, I'll just be bringing in all the materials. I can still come up with another one, whatever fits our guests. Kumbaga parang pag you're marketing yourself, mas ano sa kanila na,
And I think for you, since you already prepared it, it's not hindi siya mahirap gawin because you're just repeating, right? So dahil na prepared ka na, it's like a package, right? So it's easy for you to propose it to the clients. Walang additional effort on your part.
Kayang-kaya mo nang gawin.
Pero ang dating naman sa client, 'di ba? Ang ganda. Yeah. Ikaw, Mark, anong mga added bonus features ng
after attending CMC workshop?
No, I think Mark has an interesting story to share about when he joined the first workshop.
Actually, during the first workshop, I had a gig afterwards. It was like a parang mall kanta
It was
gig.
A Sunday, right?
Yeah, that was a Sunday. Tapos, dala-dala ko yung guitar ko. And then, I realized, maraming coordinators doon.
Okay.
Tsaka marami rin yung maraming mga hosts, ganun. So, I was like, baka kailangan nila ng singer.
Kasi kumakain tayo ng lunch.
Kasi kumakain kayo ng lunch noon. So I was like, Sir Mox, pwede po ba mag-sample? Kasi pa kami noon eh. Distant pa kami. Hindi pa kami close.
Ngayon close na kayo.
Ngayon medyo mas close na konti. Mga 20%. So ayun. Tapos nag-sample ako doon. Tapos medyo natuwa naman sila kasi wala silang ginagawa. Kasi kumakain lang diba?
Nagulat kami. Nagulat
tayo. Meron na, diba?
Because
we were in the same table and then we're like, there's good food. Tapos biglang, kumakanta pala siya. Ganun.
I mean, you wouldn't, but I mean, props to you. I would not have, even if I could sing, which I cannot, I wouldn't have thought of doing that. Right?
Kasi sayang it's free marketing.
Yeah.
See, that's what's great. You see an opportunity.
You put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Grab
see an opportunity, grab it.
Paminsan-minsan lang talaga
And we're getting more creative. We're getting more creative. Diba? Naisip nga niya kumanta marketing, right?
Yeah. And then so what did that do for you after your impromptu
After no impromptu na yan, I actually had a lot of inquiries then from the hosts and the coordinators din dun mismo. I think I've had like 2 or 3 na from the Microphone Club.
See?
Tapos one of them was like literally 5 days after the workshop.
Nabook ka na.
From Tony. And then bawi na agad yung binayad ko sa workshop. Pati yung Microphone Club na membership. Kasi we actually need those funds talaga to like facilitate the Microphone Club
activities.
Yeah. But don't worry about the initial investment because pagka nag-event ka na, isang event lang bawi mo na agad yun eh. So, diba?
So I think that's something we want to reinforce that for the little that you invest, you get so much back. And hindi mo yun mababayaran eh. The network, for example, the people that you meet, the doors that are open to you.
Yes.
I mean, the opportunities just to, let's say, observe other events. Even if kahit bayaran mo ang tao, hindi mo makukuha yun.
Tsaka ang saya nila kasama.
Saya talaga.
Super.
Ang saya kasama
mix of fun and learning yun eh, diba?
Remember last weekend?
Yeah,
that was really.
I saw that.
Yeah, so it's about because it's really different. I was saying, I mean, I have a Facebook album. It's like, it's really different when you get together with people who talk for a living.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we're always used to being the only person on the noisy list or number one on the noisy list.
Yes.
Back in our elementary days.
Like a million times.
Now, all of you.
Mga 10 years ago, nung elementary ako, di ba, nandun ako sa noisy list. And
Yes.
Kasi 22 lang ako di ba?
Yeah.
Oo. Close na pala yung edad.
Yeah.
She stopped counting at 22.
Yeah, I stopped counting.
Yeah, sa
Diba?
akin kasi, I agree to what you said, yung marketing. Because that's how my life changed after...
Nakilala mo ako.
Yeah,
Wow.
after attending the Microphone Club, grabe, sobrang life-changing nung nakilala ko si Ana. No, seriously. Kasi si Ana, one of the people na sobrang generous nga. I keep on saying this. But yeah, pag kami kailangan sa kanya, walang hesitation. Sige, go.
Yeah, go
Sige.
lang. Wag lang pera. Okay.
Wag lang pera.
No, but I mean, the network, I mean, I would never have met Jam, Mark.
Yes.
I mean, because we're all from different walks of life. We have people from BPO, we have people from like multinational corporate, from local companies, from schools, right? So
yung
ang galing.
connection, it's limitless.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I joined the Microphone Club, dun pa nga lang dun pa lang sa organization na yun, pwede ka na makakuha ng gig like what you experienced. Kasi syempre, yung ibang mga co-hosts natin, minsan hindi sila available. Ay, yung mga co-mic.
Kasi minsan di ba parang parang let's say someone book you for this Saturday, and then may nag-inquire again.
Dami kasing nag-inquire kay Mark.
Sa same date.
You have to...
Imbis na you're just gonna say no, what we do in the Microphone Club is we actually pass them on to the other hosts.
As NPO.
Share the blessings.
And it's not just that, because when you refer other people, you want to, that speaks to your credibility also, because you don't want to refer sa ayaw mo mapahiya, 'di ba? And at the same time, gusto mo rin tulungan yung nag-inquire sa'yo, because if you're able to refer someone good and someone they're also happy with, pwedeng hindi ikaw, then babalik din yan sa'yo
Yes.
kahit papaano.
Minsan ikaw naman yung i-refer.
Yes, return the favor.
Yeah. So
yeah, how about Jem? You were not able to
siguro yung life-changing talaga learning na. Number one is to really pay attention to details. Kasi in terms of how you handle the mic talaga, guilty ako dun sa fact dati na talaga ako yung nagtatap ng mic. Yung kapag you have to check it, bawal pala yun, di ba? Hindi pala pwede yun. Ako as a corporate trainer, when I do my trainings in our big training room, I use the mic and then I tap on it to check. So, bawal pala yun. So, those little nitty-gritty details are life-changing for me kasi those little details matter and speak to you as a host. Kung gaano mo siya kaalam, gaano mo siya kailangan i-apply ng tama. And then of course really the way you how to connect with other people talaga, kasi it speaks a lot about yourself and your personality and how well you are as a host, 'di ba? Kumbaga, kung gaano ka professional as a host, it speaks to you kung paano ka nag-deliver ng trabaho, hindi lang during the day but before and also after the event. So yun ang isa sa mga important learnings that I got from the workshop, and also meeting the friends and really having a family culture in the Microphone Club. Yun talaga ang heartwarming for me, being an only child. So yun.
Dami mong kapatid.
Oo, ang daming kapatid. Yeah, beautiful and handsome, everyone.
Yes. So mga kapatid, we'll hear more about that, and later we will probably have a sample from one of our guests after our commercial break. So stick around.
Ito ang DZRJ 8:10 AM. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Ang dami ng peke sa world.
Unfair!
Pati ba naman puti mo? Peke din? Para totoong puti, mag Myra Vita White Moisturizer. May vitamin E at natural plant extracts to help nourish skin for that healthy white glow. May double sunscreen na, non-sticky pa. Ito ang totoong healthy white glow. From Myra Vita White Moisturizer. Yan ang alagang holistic.
Trusted quality healthcare. Unilabian.
With the hustle and bustle of every week, we need a moment to kick back and regroup. With all the chaos and noise around, we look for that serene moment that can guide us back to the right pace and direction. Get a good dose of all that every Saturday morning. Beaming live from A-Tri Media Center. This is the program for every dreamer who wants their voice to be heard. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Be informed. Be inspired. Be involved. And be empowered. Every Saturday, 10 to 11 in the morning. Only at A-Tri TV, A-Tri Media. The Microphone Club Radio Show. The Microphone Club Radio Show. Powered by Pachology Academy, Creative Voices Productions, and the Microphone Club.
Right, we're back to the Microphone Club show, and thank you very much for staying with us with our 2-hour session.
Wow,
We're
2
almost
hours.
done. Nandito tayo sa last part ng
Parang lumipas lang eh.
session natin today.
What a great way to spend a Sunday morning. Yeah.
Sobrang nakakabitin yung kwentuhan natin. Grabe, nag-enjoy tayo. We thought 2 hours is very long, pero now,
may
for the
naririnig
very
ako.
first, I think this is the first time that we will have yung sample, no? Yung mag-jamming session here in the studio. Studio talaga?
Studio, yeah.
Yep. Para naman marinig natin, ano ba talaga yung meron sa, aside from hosting, one of our guests, si Mark, would like to share a song with us right now.
So Mark, do you usually what's your most requested song?
Kahit maputi ng buhok ko. It's like the
kahit wala kang
most
buhok.
usual. Kahit wala kang buhok.
What's your hashtag? Maybe you can share?
Calbo Acoustics. Calbo Acoustics.
That's cool.
And actually, since as I was saying a while ago, mahilig ka mag-plug in. So here it goes, another plug in from
Let's
from
give it up
Marco.
for Mark.
Kung tayo ay matanda na, sana'y di tayo magbago. Kailanman, nasaan man ito ang pangarap ko. Makuha mo pa kayang ako'y kana't yakapin. Hanggang sa pagtanda natin, nagtatanong lang sa'yo, ako pa kaya ibigin mo? Kahit na puti, kahit na puti, kahit na puti na ang buhok ko.
Wow, that was awesome.
So Mark, I think it's worth saying what you don't just play during weddings, you are also a harana.
Oh, I also do harana services. So kung meron kayong mga proposals, ganon. At ganyan.
So what's the most interesting harana request you've had?
I've actually been part of the M&M Harana services. That was a advertised campaign. So we went to the winners of the M&M advertised campaign, and then we haranaed them.
Galing, galing, galing. So I think at this point we want to ask everyone to share their
for those who would like to book you for an event, wedding or debut. You might want to plug or how they can reach you. Let's start with Mark. Yeah.
Oh, you can follow me on Facebook or add me up. That's Mark Richmond Co. Mark with a C, and then Richmond, and then Co with a C as well. How about you, Jem?
Yeah. Well, you can add me also on Facebook. It's Gem Mailum, Gem, and then Mailum, Mailum. And also you can email me at gemthehost@gmail.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram at gembibo. So parang Bibo host, di ba?
Gem
Oo,
Bibo.
yeah.
Alright, so take note of that. And
Okay, so for those who would like me to be part of their special event or special day, you can actually follow me on Facebook. That's Event Hosting by JM. And for my Instagram account, it's the same thing, Event Hosting by JM. And there you go. So you can actually see all of my events there.
Thank you, JM. How about you, Anna?
Yeah, so my Facebook page for events is Events Hosting by Anna David. That's Anna with one N. And my Instagram account is Events by Anna David. Again, with one N.
One N.
Yeah. I mean, incidentally, I also do yoga and other things. So I have other accounts. So I have Manila Loves Yoga, if you're interested in all things yoga. And I also like to shop. So I have another account on IG called Anna the Super Shopper. So I don't. So I don't.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite, right? So I don't sell anything, but I just like sharing all my good finds. Although now lately it's been mostly about food, but anyway, yeah. And if you'd like to know more about my fitness journey, naman, I have another Facebook page, Strong is the New Sexy by Anna David.
Ayan, ang dami accounts ni Anna. So yeah, those are the.
How about you, Christoph?
Oh yeah. You can add me on Facebook. That's Christoph Contreras. Pinalitan ko na yung last name ko.
Totoong pangalan.
Yeah, ito na yung totoong pangalan ko, Christoph Contreras. I learned about marketing, so yeah, I changed it. And on Instagram, that's Christoph_Contreras. It's very easy. You can see our events there as well. So yeah, we would also for the last time yung mga bumati sa atin sa Facebook. Yeah, si Frank Rizzo.
Shout out kay Denver Tieng. Thanks for watching, bro.
Thanks for watching, Frank. Kasi alam ko may show sila Frank kanina sa Call Center Radio, I guess. 7 a.m.
Yeah, hi Frank.
Are you still watching? So thank you, Frank.
And I think we have some viewers from Korea kanina. Nakita ko mga friend. Yeah, also my friend from Korea, Yonsu Kim. Hello.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And si Miss Vet still watching. Talagang hanggang dulo pinapanood ni Miss Vet. So yeah. Ang sarap daw ng discussion. Yeah, it went really fast. No?
Yes.
Hours sobrang bilis, no?
Yeah.
So, sige po, another round for us, mga gusto nating pasalamatan, probably baka may gusto kayong batiin or ano. Sige, JM, let's start with you.
Oh yeah. Hi, Mommy Eve. Mommy Eve is watching, and I just want to say hi to all the people in our company in results. Can I mention it? I don't know.
Yeah, go lang.
Hi to all my friends, and thank you guys for your love and support.
All right. So, for me naman, I'd like to thank again the Microphone Club, especially the core committee for having this wonderful radio show. It's kind of like sharing, and also you learned a lot as well from the different experiences that we have. So, thank you, the Microphone Club. And also, hi to my housemates, Charlie, Ate Kathy, Steph, and also my co-trainers in our company, and also my light group. Hello. And also to my father in Batangas. Hello po. Hi, Tay.
Hello. And Mark.
I'd like to thank my parents because they're super supportive.
Yeah, how nice.
Like, I don't feel like all parents would allow their children to live the way I do.
No, but still, you do your schoolwork. I mean, sure you don't.
Yeah. So thank you so much to my parents. Thank you to my mentor, Mike Acuna, and of course, thank you to the Microphone, not just club, Microphone family.
Yeah.
Anna?
Yeah, so I'd like to thank all my family and friends for putting up with this crazy stuff that I do. And of course, thank you to all my new friends and my family in the Microphone Club. And shout out again to Sir Choi before we close.
Hey, Sir Choi.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Gonzalez.
Yes, thank you, Anna.
And thank you, Christoph, for being such a wonderful co-host this morning.
Thank you, Anna. I wouldn't be able to
I know
do
it's
it without
tough,
you guys.
but you did a great job.
Yeah, thank you. And so do you guys. Thank you very much. Also, I would like to thank my family, mga friends ko, sino nga mga friends ko?
Sino? We have one
si Tony, yeah. Chris,
so we have one last plugging request.
Yes.
We have a plugging request here. We have the Before I Do bridal fair opening next weekend at the Mega Trade Hall in SM Mega Mall.
So again, that's Before I Do bridal fair. That's gonna be next weekend.
Yes.
That's July 8 and 9, I guess.
Yeah.
So before you do, Check that out.
Yeah, that's why we ask
Before I
everyone
do.
to so check out our Facebook page again. We normally share all these opportunities and links and events. So
Kahit wala pa kayong asawa or kahit wala pa kayong pinupusan, pero nyo na-plan yung wedding
Wow.
niyo.
Oo nga.
Preparation is the key.
Para
diba?
yung partner na lang yung hinihintay mo. At least,
Visualize.
O wala pang girlfriend, no? Pero naplano na yung
Oo,
wedding.
handa ka na sa kasal.
Okay, diba?
I know my gown. I know my designer.
Diba? Ready
Right.
na.
So we hope you enjoyed our discussion today. So let's hear more of our interesting topic next Sunday for another 2 hours of motivation and empowerment, only here at the Microphone Club radio show. Again, on behalf of our founder and producer, the one and only, the voice master of the Philippines, Pocholo De Leon Gonzalez. I'm your host, Christoph, and
This is Ana David.
yeah, and we are saying availability is the best ability from Pochology. So again, thank you very much everyone from tuning in, and let's see you next Sunday, and have a
Thank
great
you so
Sunday.
much.
Bye.
Have a great Sunday.
Ito ang DZRJ 8:10 AM. A-Try Media, ang himpilan ng bawat Pilipino.
Uy, si Miss.